Ready to go? Ready to go, sir.
Well, I want to say bring it in, but obviously we can't. Social distancing here, but thanks everybody for coming today. Obviously here to say a big farewell to the Sherman. So, being my third day on the job, I just wanted to have the DCO say some words on behalf of me and the team to the Shermans. So he's going to go ahead and do the awards, and we'll go right into the HHB ceremony after that. DCO.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Governor. Once again, we're out of a day of mixed emotions, right? It's turned off into as we bid farewell to the Sherman. I'm honored to assist in this regard in his farewell, her farewell, their farewell. I have history, Capt. Served Air Force before the 30th Brigade. And so to watch him from then to now has been an amazing journey. He's amazing. But he didn't be there by himself. His wife, his spouse, they are just great and remain on his spouse. And together they did an incredible army team. Capt. Sherman, he was zealous in effort to help get us in terms of equipment, stewardship, in terms of receiving soldiers and families. If I think about my own family life, he personally put me in a house, not only after hearing live, so I'm always going to be thankful, but he's been that sort of leader, that involved leader in every aspect of this man. And he'll be the first to tell you that he knew even though he arrived here, he had a great team around him. So this award, although he will be awarded this award, it is a reflection of the team's efforts. How the team rallied around him to get the battle to be. Likewise, they are Sherman. Exhibited like incredible leadership as the SRR leader, right? And that team rallied around her in all of the events that supported this battery, all of the events that supported the brigade, the community outreach, right? The soldier care and soldier outreach. And I'm sure she'll be the first to tell you, she's the SRR leader. Again, it's award a reflection of the team effort. And so, you got Sherman, we got John, the brigade is thankful for your presence and for all of the work that you put forward to get to this point. So, without any further ado,
Meritorious service medal presented to Capt. Frederick L. Sherman for exceptional meritorious service while assigned to the headquarters battery commander. Capt. Sherman's technical knowledge, skill, and compassion for soldiers were vital to the overall success of the unit's mission. His professionalism, dedication, and exemplary performance of duty are key with the finest traditions of military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the 94th Army Air Defense Command, and the United States Army. From 26 October 2018 to 10 June 2020. Signed, Mark A. Hall, Colonel, Air Defense Command.
Rhiannon Sherman is presented the Commander's Award for Civilian Excellence for her dedication and commitment to the Headquarters Lightning Battery. Mrs. Sherman's unparalleled commitment and dedication to service are in keeping with the finest military traditions and reflect great credit upon herself, Headquarters Lightning Battery, the 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, 94th Army Air Missile Defense Command, and the United States Army, from 26 October 2018 to 10 June 2020. Signed, Patrick M. Sill, Colonel, Air Defense Command.
Now I'm
save all my comments for the speech, so it's about 3 pages long, so you're ready.
Hey, let's turn for a quick go. Do some quick photo.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Here, baby. Baby, here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 1 minute. Please be seated and silence all electronic devices at this time. Today's ceremony is held indoors while following all outdoor protocol for customs and courtesies. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Colonel Dalton, Sergeant Major Rupprecht, Sergeant Major Sartain, and other distinguished guests. Welcome to the Change of Command ceremony for Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade. Today, the command and guide on the battery will be passed from Captain Frederick Sherman to Captain Ashley Patrick. At this time, Specialist Stallings is presenting a bouquet of red roses to Rihanna Sherman for her devotion, dedication, and tireless efforts to the soldiers and families of the Headquarters Battery. Sergeant Evans is presenting Anthony Patrick with a single orange rose from the officers and soldiers of Headquarters and Headquarters Battery to welcome him to the unit. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Johnson, and please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Oh God, our Creator, Sustainer, and Redeemer, we thank you for this beautiful, rainy summer day as we gather in this beautiful place among these gracious people to celebrate this change of command. I thank you for the opportunity to serve in Japan, along with these hardworking, kind, intelligent, and compassionate people. God, as we celebrate the accomplishments of Captain Sherman and his team, we pray that your providence will roll like a crimson tide ahead of his family to prepare the place to where they are traveling. We ask your guidance and wisdom be with him in his further endeavors in the United States Army. May you prosper his family and give to them your peace. As Captain Patrick takes charge of HHB, we ask that you give to her the wisdom, the ability to listen, and the freedom from the minutiae of command that will attempt to wear her down. Give to her patience, resilience, and determination to accomplish the task set before her. Thank you for bringing her to Japan and for the awesome First Sergeant and team she will lead. We ask that you be with our families both here in Japan and in the United States. I ask that the scourge of war never again visit the shores of Japan, but that peace reign in this beautiful place. We ask that you grant to our leaders in both nations the ability to act in accordance with what is wise and beneficial for all. We ask that your shield of protection be with our brothers and sisters in harm's way in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and elsewhere around the world, and that you would bring them home safely to their families. We long for that day, O Lord, when swords will be beaten into plowshares and men will study war no more. But until that day comes, we ask that you give to us the tenacity, the determination, the strength of character and body to stand against tyranny and oppression as we work for truth and justice in this your world. We ask all these things in your holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. The change of command is a simple, traditional event that is rich with symbolism and heritage. The passing of the colors from the old to the new commander is significant in many ways. The passing of the colors represents the assumption of mission by the new commander. It also represents the transfer of personal equipment, morale, and esprit de corps of the unit. Historically, the colors of an organization have been the focal point or guideline for an entire organization to follow. In battle, the colors traditionally remained at the side of the commander and were carried forward, even if the commander fell. The soldiers of a unit may perish, but the colors live on forever. The commander of the 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, Colonel Matthew W. Dalton, will now oversee the transfer of command. Throughout military history, unit colors have come to symbolize the authority of command and responsibility. The guidon represents not only the lineage and honor of the unit, but also the loyalty and unity of the soldiers. The custodian of the guidon is the first sergeant, who is the senior enlisted soldier in the battery and principal advisor to the commander. The passing of the colors symbolizes the transfer of command, authority, and responsibility from one commander to the next. The passing of the colors from First Sergeant Sallis to Captain Sherman signifies the key role of non-commissioned officer corps as the guardian and protector of the colors, and the soldier, NCO, and officer who serves to preserve its glory. The passing of the colors from Captain Sherman to Colonel Dalton signifies the relinquishing of command and heartfelt gratitude for support, guidance, and the opportunity to serve. The passing of the colors from Colonel Dalton to Captain Patrick represents the trust and confidence in the new commander's leadership and commitment to care for the organization. The passing of the colors from Captain Sherman or Captain Patrick to First Sergeant Sallis is her first act of command and verifies her confidence that the non-commissioned officer corps will continue to dress in the colors. By authority of Army Regulation 600-20, paragraph 1-5, the undersigned assumes command of headquarters and headquarters battery, 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, SAGAMI General Depot, Japan, effective 14 July 2020. Signed, Ashley Patrick, Captain, Air Defense Command. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade, Colonel Matthew W. Dalton.
Welcome to the family, friends of the Pacific Guardians. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Captain Sherman's wife, Rihanna. Thank you for your continued support to your husband and to their son, John. Thank you for sharing your dad with us. A special welcome to Captain Patrick's family, joining us virtually, I believe, from Virginia. Hello to her husband, Christopher. We are looking forward to your arrival. And hello to Anthony, who is here with us today. Thank you for your sacrifices as an Army family. The change of command ceremony honors the soldiers and leaders of the Lightning Battery. The soldiers dedicate themselves to be ready to defend America and our friends from the enemy that wants to harm us. To the soldiers, excellent job today. You look outstanding. First Sergeant, outstanding work. Please join me in a round of applause for the soldiers of HHB. Commanding these troops is an honor, the highest honor in an officer's career. Command is assuming responsibility for the care and the welfare of America's sons and daughters. The position of commander is earned through high performance and demonstrated character that is beyond reproach. Capt. Sherman took command of this battery in October of 2018 during a very challenging time. The mission, stand up a brigade headquarters and train and prepare the headquarters to conduct its air and missile defense mission anywhere in the Pacific. And oh, by the way, ensure we're integrated with allies and partners, subordinate units, 94th, Guam, USRJ, and everybody else. It sounds simple, but you all know that's very complex. There's a lot of moving pieces and a lot of talented soldiers to make it happen. Commanding HHB is always one of the most difficult batteries to command, and the higher up you go, it gets more and more difficult. Capt. Sherman led his battery through training and certifications to ensure we were ready to conduct our wartime mission. A couple of the highlights that I was able to have the opportunity to witness while I was at the 94th was Showdown Watch. I think really the first test and validation for the new equipment when that arrived that summer, last summer. To Yamasakura, integrating the brigade headquarters and the TOC and allowing the battle staff to refine the warfighting processes and procedures. And finally, the run phase, if you will, during Keen Edge Pack Century last January, where the brigade conducted an ex-eval. And this all happened within 15 months. If soldiers bend your knees a little, take this time and just kind of loosen it out. Go ahead, First Sergeant, make it happen. Check it out. So in 15 months, the unit was able to go from signing for buildings to being prepared to conduct its wartime mission. And of course, that doesn't happen without all the talent in this room right here, led by Capt. Sherman. And not only did the battery conduct training and wartime readiness, but the soldiers also conducted many family readiness and community activities. I was running PT yesterday and was wondering where all those trees were planted over there in front of the headquarters, and I read them and saw that, and talking to the team this morning, it was obviously due to you guys, right? So thanks for doing events like that, the commemorative tree planting with the local schools, the cleanup events, and all these things are very, very important to our relationship with the community. And as Capt. Sherman steps away from command, let there be no doubt about his resolve and commitment. I spoke with Colonel Costello right before coming out here, and Capt. Sherman, I know he called you earlier and let you know that he wouldn't be able to make it. But for those of you that don't know, he's on his way up to Yokota. He's got to check in dogs, he's got to check in people, and it was all brought on him basically last night. It was a new wrench thrown in there, but he would have loved to have been here. And I know he said his remarks on Friday, but just to kind of echo what he said and the fact that he wanted to be here to really say thank you, to see you off, as well as Rihanna. So thank you both from him. The Shermans will transition to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, to attend the School for Majors for the next year. Upon completion, maybe a broadening assignment in there, but the next big one, the big ticket item, is Battalion S3. Capt. Sherman is ready, I think, for that position now. Capt. Sherman, thank you for your leadership. And to the Sherman family, thank you for, stay safe during the transition, and we wish you the best at Fort Leavenworth, and thank you for what you've done. And we welcome into command Captain Patrick and family, her husband Christopher and son Anthony. And Christopher, I think, will be here in a few short weeks. They're joining us from the Captain's Career Course. Captain Patrick brings with her a lot of experience and is the right person to command this battery. Captain Patrick has had multiple deployments to the other AOR with 144 ADA in Kuwait, and prior to that, she had over 6 years enlisted with Air Force Security Forces, where she deployed to Al Udeid and then to Afghanistan. Captain Patrick, thank you for assuming the responsibility of command. It will be the most rewarding opportunity of your professional career. Captain Patrick, Sergeant Major, and I have complete confidence in your ability to lead HHB to even greater accomplishment while taking care of our soldiers, taking care of their families, and the mission. This blessing to command is now in your hands. Ichidan, first line of defense, by valor and power.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Frederick L. Sherman.
Colonel Dalton, Sergeant Major Rupprecht, Sergeant Major Sartain, soldiers of the Lightning Battery, 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade. Good afternoon, and thanks for coming out to support HHB during our change of command ceremony. I don't want to take up too much time, however, over the last 3 years of command, I think that gives me a couple of minutes to run my mouth and thank some people, so here goes. Friday, December 1st, 2017, that was the first day I found out about this job here on SAGAMI Depot. Then Brigadier General Gainey from the 94th WMBC, he was actually the commanding general at that time, was in Okinawa for an NCO induction ceremony for 11 ADA down on Kadena Air Base, where I'd been in command of Alpha 11 for about actually 6 months to the day. I remember that day too well, rainy, dark, much like today. We just come out of the field the month prior from gunnery certifications, equipment covered in mud, soldiers burnt out from long days and short nights. The battalion had just completed a formation run through Habu Trail that morning, which anyone who's been to Kadena will tell you separates the workhorses from the weak. First Sergeant Berrigan and I had just picked up one of our soldiers from the MP station that morning after failing a breathalyzer at the gate coming into PT. So I guess you could say that that day wasn't starting off too well for a visit from the commanding general, huh? After the induction ceremony that morning, the CG had planned counseling sessions for all the battery commanders as we did it every time he was in town. I was guessing how mine would go. Broken equipment, issues within discipline, ongoing gunnery certifications, eating up red time, any number of things that he could dig into me about. But my guesses were where that ended. I walked in, sat down, we chatted for 5 minutes or so about how command was going so far. Small talk, be that with the commanding general, but small talk nonetheless. After what felt like an eternity, he looked at me and said, "Eric, let's talk about something else now." I said, "Sir, what would you like to talk about?" He said, "I need an HHB commander for the new brigade I'm standing up in Tokyo, and I think you'd be perfect for the job." Needless to say, the first words out of my mouth were, "Sir, hell yes." And this is how it all started. 38th Air Defense Artillery Brigade. The over 2 years following that conversation, the mighty 38th has grown from just 5 personnel and a water buffalo named Francis when I arrived in October 2018 to over 108 strong. We continually increase our capacity and readiness with equipment arrivals, new personnel, new facilities, successful exercises and evaluations, inspections and inventories. The newest and most premier air defense brigade in the Pacific, ready to protect our allies and interests at a moment's notice. The dream job for a captain, in a dream location with a dream team of soldiers and leaders ready to execute whenever called upon, and faithful to our ever-evolving mission here in the land of the rising sun. And so I'd like to say thank you. Thank you to Major General Gainey, Colonel Costello, Command Sergeant Major Sartain, and Lieutenant Colonel Lake for the opportunity to command this great battery, the Lightning Battery. Thank you to Lieutenant Colonel Crenshaw and Major Flores for the guidance, freedom, and latitude to command my organization. Thank you to my S1 section, Captain Reyes and Staff Sergeant Amaro. I'm surprised I honestly didn't get carpal tunnel from all the stuff you guys had me sign, but I know the soldiers are better for it. Thank you to my S2 section, Major Brown and Master Sergeant Berrigan, who, as many of you may or may not know, Master Sergeant Berrigan was actually my battle buddy during my first command down in Okinawa. I'm going to miss reviewing your urine while I'm in the latrine. By the way, that's URIN, Unclassified Review of International News, for those of you that don't know or thought that comment was kind of weird. Thank you to my mighty S3 section, Major Low Farmer and Sergeant Major Rupprecht, and now Master Sergeant Berrigan. I'm especially going to miss the almost daily op-ord, frag-ord, task-ord emails I get, even though 97% of them don't even apply to HHB. A big thank you to my S4 section, Major Hoskins, Master Sergeant Wynn. I'm going to miss our lunchtime workouts and shooting the shit by the bars. Also, a special thanks to my PBO, Chief Garrett, for keeping me and my supply sergeant out of jail. I'm honestly surprised he was able to do so much, because the dude never answers his phone. And on the rare occasions he does come down from the office, he won't even come within 5 feet of my door. So he actually has to yell into my office. He's probably afraid all that Crimson Tide greatness will leak out, get on him, and then Auburn will win another title. Who knows? Thank you to my S6 section, Major Sias and Sergeant First Class Sanders. This section holds a special place in my heart because I was actually a SIGO in my enlisted days way back when. However, I think they want me the heck out of here because I haven't been able to print anything off my computer in weeks. My Gov phone, before I handed it over to Captain Patrick, never loaded emails correctly, and my desktop computer acts like a petulant child more often than not. So, ma'am, I got it. My flight's tomorrow. Thank you to all my special staff. You guys are the glue that held our special programs together, so First Sergeant and I could continue to build the headquarters. You all were the perfect fit for our team, and you'll be sorely missed. To my MLCs, Tada-san, Yuka-san, Naomi-san, Gina-san, and Akita-san, thank you for supporting the brigade and our soldiers. You were true professionals and made our organization better for it. Kazumi-san, thank you as well. Even though you don't work for the brigade, you made mine and First Sergeant's life very, very easy, so thank you. Domo arigato gozaimasu. To the soldiers and NCOs of the Lightning Battery, you are the sole reason and cause for every ounce of success we've experienced as an organization thus far, and you will continue to be the integral lever upon which the mighty 38th pulls its success from. You are all true professionals, soldiers of the highest moral fiber and fidelity to our Army. I will forever cherish our time we had together and know this organization is in good hands. To my battle buddy, First Sergeant Solace, my right arm, my Lightning 7. Thank you for taking care of our troops, for guiding me, and for making our unit what it is, standing in front of us now. We've shared some great times, some laughs, and some fond memories. You and your family will always hold a special place in mine and Rihanna's heart, one of steadfast loyalty and friendship. Also, I'm probably the only battery commander in the Army right now that can say that he named the Soldiers Barracks building after his first sergeant, so you can take that to the bank. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my wife, Rihanna, and my son, John, and our soon-to-be arriving daughter, Tegan Ray. After the island, Tokyo, 2 commands, countless countries, 2 kids, and what seemed like an eternity later, here we are. Thank you for being my endless support, my sounding board, my lasting love, and my partner in crime. After 3 years of the gauntlet, we can finally take a breath. Captain Patrick, this is a great group of soldiers and a stellar organization. I wish you the best of luck during your time with the Lightning Battery, and just a few words of advice. A commander is knowledgeable, tactically proficient, patient, always influencing outside their organization, able to create and foster relationships. The unit will flourish. Take care of our dudes and they'll take care of you. I'd like to thank everyone again for the support you've given HHB over the past 2 years. This ride was amazing, and I'm sad to go, but as a great musician once said, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So, first in duty, follow me. Stand or die, set the standard, tough as diamonds. First among equals, tip of the spear, strike with fury. Lightning 6 inaugural, signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, Captain Ashley Patrick.
Colonel Dalton, Sergeant Major Rupprecht, Sergeant Major Sartain, soldiers, friends, and family of the 38th Air Defense Artillery. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for supporting HHB today during the change of command ceremony between Captain Sherman and myself. Colonel Dalton and Sergeant Major Rupprecht, thank you for giving me the opportunity to lead soldiers. It is truly an honor of a lifetime to be in command of Lightning Battery, and I am truly grateful and honored to serve in this position. I appreciate your confidence in my ability to serve as battery commander, and I pledge that I will give my all. To Captain Sherman, you have built an awesome battery from the ground up, and for that I thank you, and I am humbled to be taken a guide on from such an outstanding and well-respected leader. The soldiers of HHB have displayed great discipline and dedication to the mission, and I'm looking forward to working with them each day. Most importantly, I would like to thank my husband, Chris, for his continued support as we move into the adventures of command together, and for my son, Anthony. I love you both very much. Soldiers of the Lightning Battery, you guys look outstanding. The time I've spent with you during this change of command is a testament to the caliber of leadership, discipline, and training your battery continues to portray across the brigade. Captain Sherman and First Sergeant Salas have set your standards high, and and you have continually exceeded their expectation across all lines of effort. I will expect nothing short of this standard from you, and will always strive to push the bar higher for your expectations of a battery commander. I am looking forward to joining your team, and thank you again for your continued support. Strike with Fury, Lightning 6, signing on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the ADA March and the Army Song.
Take charge of the battery.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of